missed an opportunity to hang out with my friends. I was always out, I was always having fun, always laughing, always making people laugh, always helping people with their problems, encouraging people, thinking positive thoughts. I had it all together. Or at least that's what they thought. Hi, I'm Courtney. I live in Galloway. I go to Absegami High School, and I just turned 16 years old. I grew up going to church, but I couldn't say that I truly believed in God. And there were many things that happened to me that don't really give me reason to not believe in God, but definitely contributed to it. So people knew me as the girl who was always happy. I always had a smile on my face. I was always laughing, always making other people laugh. It wasn't like that on the inside. My emotions were always up and down, happy, sad, not sure what I wanted, self-hatred, all of the above. It just wasn't good. A couple of the reasons I didn't have a personal relationship with God had to do with my life, pretty much. Like, I was born without a dad. I never met him, and I didn't find that out until like 4th grade, that my dad was actually dead, my real dad. When I was 11, my best friend, who was my mom, died of incurable cancer, and that kind of took a toll on me and my mom's relationship. Ever since then, it really hasn't been the same, because the mom was the one who kept the peace between us. So all of the negativity in my life, like the horrible home life, not liking school, so I didn't really feel comfortable anywhere I went, led to me losing all of my self-worth, and I don't know, I felt hatred towards myself. And that led me to partaking in self-harm, and because I wasn't happy with myself, I would starve myself. My best friend Star introduced me to this church, and the first time I came here, the pastor said something about his life and how he's definitely not a perfect person. And that's how I felt in my old church. I felt that I had to be perfect in order for God to love me. I got to the point where I actually felt that I wasn't worthy for God's love. And Pastor Brendan made me realize that you don't need to be perfect for God to love you. He didn't make us to be perfect people, only He's perfect. We're all imperfect, and it really makes me upset that it took me that long to realize that. So each service that I attended, I felt that each of the messages, I don't know, like it was in a way meant for me. It was made for me to hear it, that specific message. Each one hit all of my emotions at once, and I would cry every service. And at the end, when he would ask, who needs a fresh start with God? Please raise your hand. I would always raise my hand because I knew that I needed a fresh start with God. I actually attended one of the remix nights here at Fusion, and I really feel that God spoke to me that night through Ebony. I really heard her words, and it made me realize that I just didn't need to be angry anymore. Like, He was going to take care of everything. I just needed to give Him my everything. And that's when I decided that I was ready to give my life to God. It makes me so happy. I come to youth group here every Sunday night because I feel safe here. I feel at home. And as opposed to my other youth group, I felt that it was just kind of me living up to standards and putting on a front. Here, I can be myself. I can make good conversation. If I have questions, I can ask them. And I don't know, it's just very uplifting, and I love all the people. This past Sunday, I made the decision to get baptized, and honestly, I think it was the best decision that I've ever made aside from coming to this church. So, I don't know, I'm 16 years old, and I don't know if anyone who's older than me wants to really take advice from me, but if there's like a tough time in your life right now, like all I'm saying is just pray, because He's already answering your prayers if you truly love Him, and it's a wonderful thing. And just look for the positive in everything, because it truly does make a difference, even if things suck, which they really do at times. It's alright, because God is on your side. So really, you can stand against anything because you have God, and He's God, so you don't have to question it.